Hi guys, come to you today to say we're sorry. This is our apology video.
For what?
I know you guys saw me running and my tits were just ginormous and they were just I'm sorry, they were just hitting everybody and I injured like 10 people. And I was on the Channel 5 News, Channel 2 News, Pornhub, and it's just really hard. How do I look? Do I look like a slug? Am I giving slug vibes? Oh, we're so like, we're like those little YouTubers now. Today we're making snickerdoodles.
These are my cookies today. Okay, never mind. Action. Ew, that's so disgusting.
You know you turn it on. I catch you at midnight watching ASMR videos. Don't even front. Like, oh yeah, gulp harder. So this video is gonna be just getting to know us. I feel like I've been on YouTube since 9
BC.
You guys never really got to know our story, so that's it. That's just what the video is gonna be about. You're gonna get to know us, our story, and how we became about, and how we both grew together sideways. I was gonna do like, you know how people do it on Instagram, where they're like, oh yeah, we're filming a video guys, let us know what questions you wanna do. Every time I post that, it's just crickets. Let's just pretend people ask me these questions, okay? Every question's from a different user. You guys just blew up my DMs. So let's get started. First question's for both of us. From Little Pigfeet 86, he said,
I was fresh out of a relationship and not even looking for anything. I was just partying, just, you know, out there and trying to get to know people. And a lot of people that I would hit up, all they wanted was, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Can you explain?
Then I just came across you and it was different.
Okay.
But yeah, I was freshly out of a relationship. I was just having fun and getting to know people as friends, and all they wanted was
as friends, you were real popular, I bet. As for me, thank you for asking. Where was I? Let's go back, let's bring it back. I was also out of a fresh relationship and I was in the kind of mode where I was focusing on myself a lot. Was I looking for a relationship? No. Honestly, like to be honest, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was also looking for fun and just to have good times and meet new people and just get passed around more than COVID. I was in a really good space. I was around 25. I hit a point in my life. I wanted better for myself. I knew my worth and I wasn't gonna settle just for anything. So that's where I was at the point. So this is kind of like the beginning, you know, we're both kind of like just making our way around town and just trying to figure out what we want in our life, and he met me at a pretty good point of my life.
How we met online. Where we met was at his parents' house. Not inside the house, but yeah, outside the house. But I lived like an hour away from where his parents lived, and yeah, I just drove out there one night.
So what was I looking for? Honestly, nothing. I wasn't looking for anything. I think, like I said previously, I was focusing on myself a lot, getting into fitness, eating a healthier lifestyle. I just decided, you know, I'm just gonna like date just to date, to have fun, just to kind of like keep myself entertained and have a guy from Monday through Sunday. So Ruben was I think you were Thursday or Friday?
No, it was Sunday.
Sunday, fun day. When I met Ruben, it was like, you know, he just, I love the fact that he knew how to hold a conversation and he you know, you still do. What?
I just love when you talk about me.
Oh,
Oh God. How many guys was I talking to? I don't know. It must have been like a handful.
yeah.
Like
so 5.
Like 2 handfuls. I was just talking to like a bunch of people because I wasn't looking for anything. I was just talking to people, just, you know, getting to know them and what they're about. And of course, everyone was like, oh, like let's meet up. You know, you're looking for a good time, blah blah blah. And I was like, just not. I just don't want that right now. Like I was just like, I guess I just needed a companion, like someone just to hear me out, I guess. So how many people? I was talking to a bunch of people, like a bunch. Like it must have been like, huh?
What a slut.
But I wasn't sleeping with them.
No judgment. Like I said, no judgment. My first impression of Ruben is I thought he was quiet. I remember when we talked on the phone for the first time, he was like, hey bro, what's up? And I was like, oh man. bro. I like the fact that he held a conversation and that he was very open-minded to like any topics that I talked about. And it didn't feel like he was judging me whatsoever. I felt like maybe my humor was a little bit strong for him in the beginning because he was like, he wasn't laughing. And usually people laugh at my jokes or probably laughing at me. But I thought he was cute. And I loved the fact that he held a conversation because you all know I could fucking talk.
I don't remember nothing that stands out that I didn't overcome. I mean, everything about you was, I guess, perfect.
Stop! I keep going.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
And now there's a list.
She looks exactly like the same as his profile pictures, but I don't know, like when I just thought from his pictures he was very serious. I thought he would be very, very serious, which is what he was in the beginning. Very kind of like mysterious, like ooh, like yeah, Mr. Rico Suave. And I was like, oh my god, this guy doesn't have to try so hard, but keep going. But I broke him out of his little shell right away.
Well, our first meetup was just walking around the block, but and talking for hours till like 5 in the morning. But our first like, hey, let's meet up and do something. Not like that. But we went up for Yogurtland. So that was our first day. We just went to Yogurtland and then we did walk around again the parking lot for like hours. It was so much fun. We had an amazing time. Like the simple things that we did, like we made it like so much fun. You rapped for me. And we just talked and walked. Like, that was the best time.
Yeah.
Like, looking back at it, that was like something so small and it was the best time.
No, we didn't. After the first day, I was on the fucking throne, bitch. I was like, after the first initial meeting, I went like that, like, oh, it was nice meeting you. And he was like, really?
Like slap in the face.
Really? A handshake? And I was like, well, dude, I just like met you, like in person. And I gave him a hug. But for me, like, I was at the point where I'm not really a hugger. Like, I was just like,
oh yes, it was hard to get, but I kind of liked it. We didn't kiss for a while. We didn't do the do for a while, and we dated for a long time before we actually made it official.
Ruben did. I think we had just come back from the fair. That was like our tradition to go every year, and we were on the little thing. The little sky thing, I don't know what the hell it's called. It's like a little tram that goes across. And he like put his arm around me and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I was like, and then we kissed. We didn't kiss on that, but I thought he was gonna make his first move. I was like, okay, I really wanted to kiss him. Like I was like, I really want to kiss this guy. We went back to your apartment and we got In-N-Out fries and watched a cooking show. I think I was watching cooking shows all the time.
Yeah.
Till this day. No. So we were watching cooking shows and he just like put his little arm around me. Oh, big arm around me. His little T-Rex arm. But he put his arm around me and he kissed me. It was like perfect. And I didn't even think like, because I wasn't expecting it. I think that's what I liked about it. Because we were just laughing and then he just like grabbed my face and he just kissed me. And then like we went back to watching TV and I was like, oh my god, he just kissed me.
We're both really romantic when we really want to. But yeah, until this day, we still have romantic dates and we still do stuff together. We still get each other stuff that we like, and we still do it. I mean, it's still going strong. We love to travel together. I guess that's what we're more focused on now. We're still romantic.
Yeah.
We're still we just have a different way of showing it now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so funny. So I don't know. I was big on like YouTube before. Like I still am.
Yeah.
But like I just came across his name and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is so funny. Like it was just a whole other side of him that I loved and I still love. Like he's just like so funny and he's so creative and the stuff that he says. Like how did you even come across that? Like how did that even come through your mind? Like I don't know. He's just on a whole different level and I still love him and I still support his YouTube channel and you know everything he does on here it's just so amazing and I know that he's gonna grow tremendous one day.
Thanks, honey. Oh my
have faith.
god. You know that you were like the first person to be like, keep it going. Like, I love what you do. Don't ever give it up. Like, nobody ever had told me that. So, because I had just started my YouTube channel like around the time I met Ruben because I was finding myself. And nobody had ever told me like, oh, you're so good or I think you're funny or anything like that. Or you're like my #1 fan that never gave up or never said like, oh, you should stop. Because you know how much it makes me happy and the fire I get when I'm editing and all that stuff. I'm glad that I have someone that supports my little hobby, or soon to be job, manifesting that shit.
They loved you. I mean, obviously they still do. They said nothing bad about you. All that matters to them is that I'm happy, and
like our families, I feel like they're the same. I feel like that's why I felt really comfortable with Ruben's side, is because they were very welcoming and very, very loving, and I feel like you fit right into my family as well too. It was so cute. I still remember when I brought Ruben to to my first, I think it was like the pumpkin carving or something like that. I brought him to my brother's annual pumpkin carving. The difference between my family and Ruben's family is you just kind of get thrown in. Like there's no introduction or anything like that. You just kind of get thrown into the wolves. And he was like, oh, you're not going to introduce me to your parents or anything? And I was like, no. Because there was a lot of people. I lost Ruben. I turned to him and he went up to my parents and like shook their hands. And he was like, hi, I'm Ruben. And I thought that was like so respectful and so like polite and such a gentleman. I don't know, like something like that I still remember to this day. I remember my mom telling me like the next day, she's like, who is that guy that you brought? Like he was really nice and this and that. He's my Sunday guy. Like, oh, okay. I really like Monday and Tuesday guy.
I said I love you first. And I still say I love you first, always.
We can't tell a story or
No.
no? Okay, no story. What happens in Palm Springs stays in Palm Springs.
Like make it like because I'm fat. I guess in any fresh relationship you just don't know, and you just keep fighting, and then you like I kept fighting and I noticed that you kept fighting and fighting, so we didn't give up. Like it was just like, I mean, it was rough as every relationship is at the beginning, but we made it and we're stronger than ever now. So
yeah, thank God. Like,
us against the world, baby.
Kind of piggybacking off what Ruben said is like, yeah, with any beginning of a relationship, it's either people just give up at the sign of the first red flag. We did have, arguments, and we don't cuss at each other or yell at each other. We just kind of have adult conversations. I think that's what I really enjoyed about Ruben. Not enjoyed.
I was say, okay.
I appreciate is that we don't raise our voice at each other. We don't yell. I've never cussed at him. He never cussed at me. I feel like once that line is crossed, it's kind of hard to bring back that respect. And we showed each other respect. We talked about it like adults. If we had a crazy drunk night and maybe one of us got heated, we just talked about it. And I think there was more good times than bad times that I saw in Ruben. People just give up at the first sign of one bad night or one bad argument instead of talking about it and communicating. We grew from that. I sure did. I asked Ruben to be my boyfriend. I had this whole kind of plan that I was gonna do for him. How cliche, I was gonna do it on Valentine's Day. I was gonna ask like the waiter or whatever to bring out something where it says like, will you be my boyfriend, on like the plate or anything like that. But I remember it was actually on this day, January 25th, where we had such a good conversation and we're on his bed. It was so cute. We're just on his bed eating pho. I was just looking at him and he was making me laugh and making me smile, and I just thought like, oh my God, I like really, really dig this guy. Like I like him a lot. And keep in mind, we already had said I love you before this. Like we were already saying I love you and everything, and I just told him like, will you be my boyfriend? Yeah. And he was like, no.
But that was like how many months? 6 months
that was
prior.
6 months.
Like, we met in August. We met up in person September.
Yep.
And then October, November, December, January.
Yeah.
So like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And then we became official.
We sure did.
We've grown as individuals and we've grown as a couple, and obviously now we're married.
Yes.
And we own a beautiful home together, and we have 2 beautiful dogs, and life is good.
Yeah.
So as far as us being the same people as we were when we first met, we're nowhere close to it.
Yeah.
I think we've grown and we're much better people now. I feel that having God in our life has totally changed us in the way we think, in the way we look at things. And when we first met, we were nowhere close to God, and we just wanted to have fun. I mean, now we're here. We're here. We're queer.
And we're ready for a beer, honey.
But yeah, we totally changed in every aspect, in every situation. Like it's just for the better. Like everything's changing. Everything changed for the better.
Exactly. I don't know. We're just a better version of ourselves. And I'm so proud of how far we've come, both you know, as a couple and individuals, our mental health is strengthened. Our communication skills is what saved us, is communicating with one another. And now we're married, and here we are. We're doing great. I feel like we've entered this new year. I wasn't finishing my presentation. Hold on, let me turn off the PowerPoint. But we're doing great. I feel like we're in such a better place. I think I talked about it in the Christmas video, the one before this one. 2021 has definitely did a toll on us, but it was probably one of the hardest years, but also one of the greatest years in our life. Well, I can't really speak for you, but for myself, because I feel like we've overcome a lot of stuff.
I mean, we go through the same thing because, I mean, what you go through, I go through.
That's very true.
But for the past 2 years, we've just been 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a worse year and then the best years of our lives, because in 2020, we bought our house. In 2021, we finally got married.
Yes.
In 2020, we also got Luna, and then 2021, we got Pongo.
It's a little blessings here and there. As sad as it sounds, I'm kind of glad that I went through my whole mental breakdown, because I feel now, like I feel like I'm alive and I'm a person I felt like before in our relationship. It was good before, but I was a workaholic. I was always on the go, going. I was always thinking 10 steps ahead or 10 days ahead and not being present. And now I'm here and I'm present with Ruben. And the first time around our wedding, like everything happens for a reason. God said, hey, it's not time to have your wedding yet. So he made us wait a year, which was perfectly fine. But within that year, I went through a lot of things and I grew as a person. And I felt like the second time around, when we were planning the wedding, we were planning everything, I was here and I was more involved, and I was genuinely happy to stand at the altar with you. And I was there. I wasn't like, I'm there but I'm not there at the same time. And anybody who suffers from mental health honestly gets that. You know, you're physically here but mentally you're gone. This video is just kind of getting to know us a little bit more and where we're at, because I feel like I've never came on camera and told our story. We tried filming this in I keep calling it Portland.
Oh my god, yeah! I called it Portland again.
In Arizona, but we were just so, like, our mind was everywhere, that we have to refilm this. Never in a million years did I think I'll be on my YouTube channel like, this is us. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the support that you showed me in 2021. 2022, I'm gonna bring just my authentic self here on camera. We're going to Boston and New York this year. Woo! And then we're going, hopefully, God willing, Miami.
Can't wait.
I know, so you're definitely gonna see a lot more. We're just trying to travel this year. Be safe, but travel as well too. So that's what we're looking forward to this year. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, getting to know us a little bit better. We're family, guys, all of us. Family, por vida. Hey, if you guys like to see more content with Ruben in here, even though we know who the real star is, go ahead and just leave some comments down below, show us some love. I'm never one of those people to be like and subscribe. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a little thumbs up. Follow me on all my social medias. This is Alantimoteov. Ruben's not on social media whatsoever.
You can follow him.
You can follow me, yeah. Down below, you can shop my clothing shop on Etsy. It's Humble Grounds Co. to get all your cute little merch. Oh my god, I'm plugging everything.
Plug.
Want to follow my Credit Karma? And until next time, guys, as always, stay kind, stay humble, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.